You know we had to do a podcast, right?
What's your name, fat body?
Of course, you were looking food. What the hell?
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
I'm gonna eat it.
You owe me for one jelly donut!
Fat motherfucker.
Listen to it. My wife said no one's gonna listen to us.
I've got bigger titties than you do!
Bullshit, because nobody fucking had geese back at that point for a bigger guy.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I might be somebody's shot of whiskey.
You can't think about, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds. You think about winning that day.
Fucking, I want a cheeseburger and a milkshake. Yo, Fatleets, what's up? And welcome to episode 16 of the Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu podcast. I kind of chuckled thinking about podcasts because I think I inadvertently talked my father-in-law to start a podcast. He was he came over a couple weeks ago on vacation. Obviously, came to visit new baby here, and so he spent the last 2 weeks here. And he would come into our office, and he would see, the mic set up, the mixer, and he'd be like, he'd ask questions, and my wife kind of told him what I was doing. And I kind of told him what I was doing, but I wasn't. I mean, I guess he might find it. So, what's up, Juan? If you're listening, don't hate me if you hear anything you don't like. Sorry. But so he was asking, and I had that old mixer that that caused that one issue, and ended up figuring it out and fixing it. But my previous mixer, I had sitting in a closet, and I told him, well, look, he wants to do something similar and put something out. So I said, well, if you want the mixer, I'll send it to you. So I think, like I said, he's gonna start a podcast or something. So, well, and the craziest part about doing the podcast is, I guess I know people that I know may listen to it, probably not. But if they do, I know some of the things I say are just top of my head. So, hey, sorry, but I think it's funny how it kind of really didn't bother me until I thought about it. Like, oh shit, like somebody I actually know and see on a daily basis can actually see that, listen to this. Kind of like, oh fuck. But I bring this up because I spoke to a friend the other day, and he's really excited. He's happy with the progress I'm making. He's kind of asking. It's funny because he kind of asked me for advice. I'm like, bro, you do like Ironmans, and why the fuck would you ask me? I go, if anything, I got to be asking you more shit, But he's like, man, I want to lose. I want to lose like 15 pounds, and I'm like, bro, stop drinking. He said he was going to. He hasn't yet, but I know when he's good and ready, he will. When he starts training for those fucking Ironmans, this guy's fucking killing. Anyways, but like he was so, I guess, moved that he called me. He told me, listen, I know I tried to get a different mic setup, from, and he works with a firm that, that I was like, man, maybe you guys can pull some strings. And he goes, nah, don't worry, I can't, but I'm just going to buy it for you. And it's a beautiful gesture and I love it. I'm also kind of, I don't know if it's weirded out, but, I guess it's hard for me because I know, they're not fucking, they're not cheap and whatnot. And I know it's a double-edged sword for me because I don't like, taking out handouts or anything. Right. But I know, he's like, well, it's because I'm proud of you and, you're doing good things. And then on the other side, it's like, man, not that having a better mic is going to reach more people or have anybody else possibly going through trying to lose a massive amount of weight, and not do it via surgery or anything, that maybe this can, helps other people. And it's just a fucking snowball of just positive energy. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Yeah, it was a legit move because, been friends with this guy for a very, very, very long time. And it's funny. When I first met him, two of my best friends, when I first met them, I fucking hated them. And it's like, man, fucking hilarious how shit goes, And it's just that we're just so much alike that I think that's what it is. That we're just so much alike that we're fucking butt heads sometimes. But it was at the beginning, and now, nothing. And like I said, best of friends and some people I can call on whenever. But that really moved me, and then I got a message this weekend too. What's his name? I'm gonna leave his name out until I post the pictures. But he told me too. He started at about 360 pounds. He actually bought one of my gis, and then the reason he came out and messed with me, he was like, motherfucker, when you coming out with more fucking gis? Because the shit's ridiculous. He's been rocking one gi for the last 6 months, and he's gone down. He's lost about 65 pounds, maybe 65 pounds. I mean, 60 pounds is a fuck ton of weight, for someone to lose. So, fucking ecstatic for him. And so I'm like, man, I think I'm doing good, as in trying to motivate people to do something to go work out, to at least live somewhat of a healthier lifestyle. And so I kind of had my buddy Jim. He called in on Friday. We spoke a little bit. He was on his way to driving to Orlando because he was taking a flight to LA for another mutual friend's bachelor party. Originally I was gonna go, and then I realized when we were actually planning the bachelor party, I knew my daughter's due date was, in the beginning of August. But for some reason, when we're planning this out in April, I thought we were planning, how do I say this? My dumbass was thinking that we were planning a bachelor party for October, but it was actually, I had the timeline of October, but in my mind, the month was August. I knew it was August. But for some reason, I thought, I thought like 6 months away. So I get to October. So I'm just playing with the amount of months. I added 2 months. and then fucked up my whole shit. Where I was like, my wife is, my baby girl's due around that time. It's not gonna happen. And then obviously, she was here 3 weeks early, so I thought I was gonna be able to go, but man, it's still too new. I can't leave just yet. Like I said, I tried it a couple weeks ago or for Orlando, and that was just 3 hours away. Right now, I'm good where I'm at, And so after I spoke to Jim, I was thinking to myself and realizing that, man, sometimes I say things that I want to do and I never fucking do them. Kind of like practice my guitar, right? I want to do it. I want to dedicate the time to do it. I just never make the fucking time. All right? And there's a bunch of different things that, just add up and you're like, oh, well, one day I'm going to get to that, right? One day I'm going to get to that. Well, this weekend, Sunday, I spent all day Sunday organizing my fucking toolbox. I had tools everywhere. I had like 5 different toolboxes. So my electrician's bag had tools that shouldn't have been in there, and there was some of my fucking electrical tools somewhere else. So I had to focus on this. Something I've been trying to do since we moved into Fort Myers back in January of 06, January of 2016. I was like, oh yeah, now that I got a garage, I'm going to organize my toolbox, blah, blah, blah. Man, it's taken me this fucking long to do it. And I'm still not done. I have one small box of little odds and ends, bolts, nuts, screws. So I bought a couple of mason jars. I'm going to start sorting them. And then I'll be done and I'll be happy. And I mentioned in the conversation with him about, I guess it started, I started thinking about this shit earlier because I want to get rid of my comics and I haven't gone yet. I was going to go on Sunday. I thought, well, here's the truth. I thought the toolbox wasn't going to take me as long as it did. I thought, if I start about 9 o'clock in the morning, well, not 9 o'clock because we ended up going to church. So when I got back at about 11, figured I started about 11. I should be done by 4. I'll run over to the comic book shop. Bam. 8:35 rolls around, and I'm just like, fuck. Do a real quick workout. And I did something I haven't done in a while. Did fucking burpees. I did a 21-15-9 little workout with kettlebell swings and burpees. I just made some shit up, right? So 21 kettlebell swings, obviously 21 burpees, 15-15-9-9. Holy shit, were those burpees making me work. My fucking heart was just thumping, boom, 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 so bad that I was like, you know what? Let me run inside real quick. Tell the wife, hey, you got that blood pressure medicine, that blood pressure cuff? Where's that blood pressure monitor? So she goes, looks for it, brings it out to the garage for me. And I'm sitting on the bench in between the set of 21 burpees and 15 kettlebell swings. And I'm sitting there fucking catching my breath. And so I put this the cuff on. I sit down. I take 2 or 3 deep breaths, right? And I start the machine. And that fucking cuff got tight. I was like, damn. And it felt like it never wanted to stop applying pressure. That just stayed. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is going to happen? So I get the reading. It pops up. I'm sorry. I kind of had to pray for it. The reading pops up, and it was, holy shit, I took a picture of it because it was so fucking, I felt like it was ridiculous. Oh, no, it wasn't. I felt like it was going to be, but it wasn't. It was like 148/97. Now, yes, that's fucking high. I do understand that. But that used, at one point, that was me at the doctor's office. I mean, that was my blood pressure just fucking living. That not doing anything. Not just done 21 burpees and 21 kettlebell swings before that. And a fucking 5K row before that. You know? That was fucking baseline. So I was like, all right. So my heart was, the pulse was like 144. And I'm like, all right, I feel like I'm going to die, but I'm good. So and then I started thinking, man, should I? And I wonder, I'm going to look, I'm going to add this because I want to start looking at this. If it would be beneficial for myself or anybody else if I write down, that just sounds like a lot of fucking paperwork and a lot of shit to keep, right? But thinking how I would be able to fucking see everything. Oh my God, and I just had the fucking issue again. What the fuck? I wonder if it's these headphones. But I would be able, I would like to maybe, damn it, Juan, spit it out. See if writing down my blood pressure pre-workout, post-workout, along with, but see, the food thing, man, it's hard enough to do that. I just know it's hard enough to keep track of what I eat, to add this component as well. But I wonder if it would be valuable information or not. Because it's not like, I want to say everything else is controlled or whatnot, but it could be, I wonder if it could be useful. Like I told Andrew, I might just do it so one day, if I ever have to write a book, I got something to write about other than what kind of a shitty podcast that I produce or I make. Holy shit, by the way, did you guys see what the fuck happened on Game of Thrones? This shit is fucking getting real. I fucking love this show. Fucking don't worry, I'm not going to say any fucking spoilers. But all I can say is, damn, this shit's getting good. And I left off in book 3 in the audiobook, and I haven't finished them all. And now I'm wondering, should I finish them or not? And part of it is, while the voice actor does a very good job, I really feel that Bert Kreischer fucked up audiobooks for me. Because no audiobook would ever be as fucking entertaining as his. Or if there is one, I haven't found it yet. Because some fucking audiobooks, man, they're a hard listen to. I was going to say a hard read, but fucking, I get friends who get so mad at me when I say, yeah, I read the audiobook. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, when? Oh, I had the audiobook. You didn't fucking read it. Listen, motherfucker. I read it. But lately I gotta start doing more reading. I guess to get my son into it. And he's actually very into reading. Saturday morning we went to, he wanted to go to downtown Fort Myers to walk. We had went there Friday night, and he wanted to do some laps. And I go, what do you mean laps? He goes, yeah, I want to walk around the block a bunch of times. I'm like, all right. So I said, but it's nighttime, whatever. There's a shit ton of people smoking. Yo, Fort Myers with people smoking, it's like people are stuck in the fucking 70s, man, their 80s, where everybody fucking smokes every fucking where. There's not a fucking, like, if you're in downtown Fort Myers, you're trying to walk through these little streets and look at these little boutique shops and shit like that. You can't because you're fucking bombarded with smoke everywhere. And I'm such a fucking hypocrite because I used to smoke and I know I felt like that, like, fuck you, it ain't that bad, it's just a little bit of smoke, it ain't bad. Yeah, but no, that shit is fucking horrible. And I'm actually kind of glad that I got to the point where I don't want to really smoke anymore, or ever. The first couple of years when I quit smoking, there was a couple of triggers, the main one being alcohol. Alcohol was such a huge fucking trigger for me for smoking. How the fuck did that stop? I don't even know. Oh yeah, you know what? That's why. I'm like, why the fuck did I stop drinking and going? Because I wasn't going out as much because I had a newborn at home. I quit right when my son was born. So, like, I was quitting, and then there was a couple of times, it was a year old, where we would go out with friends, and I would end up smoking at the end of a fucking full pack of cigarettes, and that is the worst. When you quit smoking, and you go out drinking, and you buy a pack of cigarettes when you're drunk. Because you're not stopping yourself when you're drunk buying a pack of cigarettes. So you buy a pack of cigarettes when you're drunk. You fucking smoke 8, 9, 10. You wake up the next morning. Guess what you have? Got a half a fucking pack of cigarettes. And the fucking frugal ass in yourself. You're going to be like, yeah, I just fucking paid for these. I'm just going to smoke the rest. And then that drags out another fucking day. And you know what? Oh, well, it's fucking Saturday. I'm hungover. I feel like shit. Then you're smoking. You're like, well, you know what? I'll just finish this pack. And you still kind of feel like shit because you're hungover all day, not feeling right? You're getting fucking old. So you buy that next pack on Sunday. Because you tell yourself, you know what? Don't worry. I'll quit again on Monday. And then you fucking do. And then guess what? On Friday, you fucking repeat the shit the same fucking way. Fucking happened to me a bunch of times. I didn't quit. When I quit smoking when my son was born, that was not the first time I tried to quit smoking. I remember I tried to quit once in 2009, before he was born. So, nope, didn't work. Yeah, in 2009, I tried to give it up for Lent. And, yep, that shit did not happen. I think some people may have believed it was given up for Lent. And it was successful, but it fucking wasn't. Ain't no fucking reason to lie. Then again, you know what? I did it for 4 years straight. That was like the New Year's resolution. And then, in 2009, I fucking gave up because it wasn't fucking happening. 04 or 5 or 6 or 7, yeah. Fuck, man. It was there's nothing like the taste of a nice drag, that first drag of a cigarette after a nice big fucking meal where you got the itis. And you walk out onto a porch, you fucking got a drink in your hand, you light that fucking cigarette, yeah. That fucking... But now the smell of it fucking makes me fucking, like, vomit. Not really, it's not that bad, but it does fucking annoy the shit out of me. Which is good, I guess, because it kind of keeps me away. Because I know, like I said, I know for a fact that it's something I struggled with, and man, I think I could get drunk enough to smoke. Luckily, I haven't. So, I went down this rabbit hole, and I completely forgot where I started off. And it's funny because I yell at Matt Serra. I listen to the UFC Unfiltered podcast sometimes, and I yell at Matt Serra for this very thing because I'm like, listen, you dumb fuck, you got to be looking at Jimmy, talking to him, and what do you mean you forgot what the fuck you're talking about? And as I'm doing this, I'm forgetting what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, oh shit, man, I shouldn't be so fucking hard on him. I mean, because damn, this fucking, like, it fucking, you start forgetting yourself, you trip over your own words, and then when you start tripping over your own word, you start getting self-conscious about it, and then you start making mistakes that you know you shouldn't be making, or that you know you've never made in your fucking life, just because you start getting nervous. Yes. I remember I wanted to talk about fucking rabbit holes. I went on a rabbit hole the other day, trying to look at, the whole reason I went and I said, look, I need to clean the toolbox is because I got the car a couple weekends ago, right? And I want to start tinkering with the vehicle, but I knew that I could not do. I said, you know what? I could do it. I probably could have. But it would have been so much harder for me to find all the tools that were, like I said, all my sockets were, some of them were in this box, some of them were in this box, some of them were here. There were 8 different drawers. They were fucking everywhere. The wrenches, the open-end wrenches weren't. The nut drivers were everywhere. Fucking screwdrivers everywhere. Just everything. Torque wrenches. I think I fucked up 2 of the torque wrenches. The torque wrenches were torqued all the way up. And I know you're not supposed to store them that way, but I gotta see if I could get it calibrated and see if they're fucked or not. But whatever, I guess we shall see. But in doing the toolbox, I was like, I'm looking at the motor or the engine compartment, right? And I'm looking, I could shave the bay, or this is a possibility, or this is a possibility. So then I started looking, but look, what would I do with this? And I was like, I would powder coat this, I'd powder coat that. And then I started looking, I go, man, I know they got home powder coat kits, right? So I started looking at home powder coat kits. And then I went on this fucking entire rabbit hole, and then I found this fucking YouTube channel called Man Crafting, where the dude legit takes Yetis, powder coats them, etches designs in them and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, that's the most baller shit. So yeah, I mean, it's like fucking $80, $100 for a Yeti, but it's a customized Yeti. So I'm like, man, that's I was thinking, I was like, that'd be a cool thing to do. I love doing shit like that, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fucking have to do cups all day, and like that'd be kind of cool to do as a gift for somebody, I think, to fucking have to do that all day, every day. And it looks like that's kind of what they did, and fucking proud of them, happy for them. That's awesome. But then again, I guess, yeah, if you don't like your fucking day job, that's fucking amazing. But yo, what people are doing right now with fucking cry cuts and just shit like that, it's fucking awesome. That's one thing. Like, these last couple years, the whole fucking DIY, like, I remember when, forums back in the day, the DIYs were, man, so they were intricate and great, but it was just so hard to find so many ones, so many good ones. So I immediately knew if I got into getting powder coat kit, man, I'd fucking go crazy. I'd powder coat shit in my house that probably didn't need to be powder coated. So another thing I want to address, someone brought to my attention that, I mentioned a guy by the name of Jason Whitrock before. Keto athlete, big proponent of the ketogenic diet, and he said something, stop weighing yourself when you're when you're trying to lose weight, because that fucks with you, because your weight fluctuates every day, blah, blah, blah. Understand that. And I know I really got away from weighing myself every day, but I knew I weighed myself because I kind of felt heavier, right? And I just wanted to make sure that, a couple of days or, a week of not 100% tracking my food and trying to go and live off the leash and trying to, take off the training wheels and say, well, look, I can kind of eyeball things now and I know where my macros are and whatnot. Well, it didn't fucking work. Looks like I need more time to acclimate to counting my macros and seeing what exactly I'm taking in, because there's things that I'll take in and I completely forget about. So, and that's fine. I just know I'm the type of person, I put in my fucking mouth, I gotta log it, and that's fine. And now that I've seen that as soon as I've gotten back on that regimen, I've lost weight, I'm good. I don't need to be weighing myself. I'm not. Well, I'm still going to, not every day. So I can tell you guys, actually magic number now is 314. Like I said, it wasn't the lowest. 312 was the lowest a couple weeks ago, but then I kind of fucked up by thinking I had everything under control and not really. So, I got back up to 318. And I weighed myself on Thursday. I was 318, and I said, "Fuck! I really need to start counting my macros again and being very good at it." And I was. And what I saw, that one of the things that I was getting fucking up on my macros was in my coffee in the morning. I was starting to put my the amount of butter I was putting in kind of grew, and it was growing, I think, daily. So, I mean, at one point, if I didn't stop myself, it was going to be the whole fucking stick, I think. And I would eventually, oh yeah, that's just enough. But, so I think getting down and batting the hatches and making sure that I'm diligent with keeping a log. And that's why I figured, fuck, if I'm already keeping a log for my food. But yeah, that's the other thing. I gotta fucking keep a notebook, and because I don't want to be touching I try not to touch my phone. What I do when I'm working out, I use my phone as a music source. And, I guess I got this old ass receiver that used to be our house stereo system back in the day when we lived in Chicago. Shit, this was when I was fucking in high school. So 97, 98. My mom must have got it in 96. So this old ass 3 CD JVC unit, 2 fucking tape cassettes. Fucking CD player doesn't work, but it's got an auxiliary input, and the fucking tape deck works. And you know why you need a tape deck? I found fucking 2 tapes cleaning out my toolbox. I was like, oh shit, bumping to, and they were just legit, just old ass mixtapes. But hey, fucking take a walk down memory lane sometimes. it ain't so fucking bad. So, and I've actually thought about buying just a little Bluetooth receiver for it and stuff. And I go, you know what? No, because if I buy a Bluetooth receiver for it, first of all, I don't really need to spend the money. Don't. There's no dire need that it has. The sound has to be making it to the receiver via Bluetooth. It can easily be it can easily be via the 8mm jack RCAs, right? So fuck, I lost my train of thought. You know why? Because I went to correct myself when I said 8mm instead of 3.5mm, and then I was like, well, you know what? Nobody's really gonna correct me, and I was like, well, you know what? They probably fucking will. So, but anyways, what I do is I said, you know what? I'm gonna plug it in by the receiver, and I leave my phone by the receiver. That way, when I'm working out, I'm not looking at my phone, and that kind of helps me progress faster into, let me go from here to here, and not just wasting time and trying to fucking lift weights and work out. But looks like I'm gonna be moving that way too. Just the Pavel strong first theory of just 3 reps, or another thing I'm looking into that, the hardest thing about the keto diet, I want to say, is the research. Because once you start eating and once you start getting enough fats, it's fucking, you don't want to eat. It's hard to eat. So, but knowing what you can eat, what you shouldn't be, and then all the fucking electrolytes and the supplementation you could be doing there. I definitely know I was probably doing that wrong. Adding more salts, but we'll see. For me, I'm just playing with it, and to me, as long as the doctors just keep on saying, hey, everything looks good and nothing's out of the fucking ordinary, and I'm continuing to lose weight, for me, I'm feeling great, So before I leave you guys with, I am going to leave you guys with the audio between myself and Jim. I was going to say not really a special guest, but I would say he's a special guest, His second time on the podcast. He was my very first guest, and he's a really good friend of mine. Kind of the reason why I started the podcast to begin with, even though sometimes talking with him can be fucking like I want to punch him in the face. I love him to death. What I did learn while doing this podcast with him was how, because I'm so close to him and I know certain things, I don't even bother asking him. And it's not because I don't. The way you interview your friends is completely different than the way you talk and try to host a podcast with somebody that you aren't really good friends with, because I know everything about him. I know most of the time. I mean, we text daily, so there was a couple of topics where I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I could bring that up. We could talk we could talk about, you're bumping weight from 145 to 155. We could talk about about how you felt and this and there, and it was just like, oh yeah, because I guess because I'm a friend with him, it was a learning experience again, and it was great. But here he is, my buddy, Jim Alers. Hope you enjoy the podcast, guys. Thanks very much. Hey, what's up, Jim? And welcome back to the Fat Boy Podcast. You know, you were on episode 1, and now it's episode 16, and you're coming back from a very successful night in Orlando at Combat Night Pro 3. How do you feel, buddy?
I feel good, man. It feels good to, be back on the show and talk about the win. We talked about this fight on episode 1, about how I'm coming back from knee surgery and it's been a year off. And, it felt good to get in the cage and to fight in Orlando in front of my family, my friends, and had a ton of people there to support me. So it was awesome.
Now, I know your last couple of fights, you've actually been able to have a lot of people come and support you. And, like I flew out to Denver, we went to Chicago, and we had a big crew go out to Chicago for you. Do you like it when you have more people come to support you, like your family, friends and family? Because I know many times you fought in the Middle East and in Europe, so it's a lot harder for people to get out there.
Yeah, I kind of got used to not having people there, just my coaches. And I think when I fought in America for the first time, it was like the first time in a couple of years, like 4 or 5 years in Denver. And, a good amount of people came out for that. Not a lot, but still a good amount. And it kind of got to me a little bit. And I think I just had more pressure when I was fighting in the UFC. And so when people were there, I felt like I would let them down big time if I lost. But this last show, it felt a lot like my first fight ever, where I fought in Orlando, my first fight ever, and I had my friends, my family there, but it was like being the hometown favorite and just having the support from the crowd and that vibe. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna lose today.
Well, first off, in your first fight, you did finish with triangle, and you finished with a triangle in this fight too.
Yeah, I mean, my first fight, I remember I probably threw about 2 or 3 punches altogether. I didn't really want to punch. I just wanted to grapple. And I ended up getting really good position, losing them, and finishing the fight with a triangle. And this same fight right here, same thing. I just, I wanted to go back to my roots and show people that, I'm a danger on the ground. So I just, kept taking him down a few times until I pretty much, I think, tired him out and caught him, in a position. I went from the mount, I was ground and pounding there, got a little bit overzealous, and he bumped me over. But, me from the guard, I think every time I've ever been in the guard in a fight, I finished the fight. So I'm not really worried to be anywhere on the ground.
Well, I mean, you got that awesome meme of having someone in the triangle. Is it? No, it was the fucking Darce. It was the Darce.
Yeah.
Fucking confident ass.
But yeah, like this one though, it was a little weird because I put him in the triangle, but I was throwing elbows at the same time, like vicious elbows to the temple. And I noticed he was out. I don't know if it was the triangle or the elbow. And I had to tell the referee, like, hey, he's out. The referee didn't do anything. So I threw like one more elbow, and I was like, man, I'm not going to see this anymore. I'm like, he's out, man. He's out.
Well, that referee fucking sucked, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
That's the worst fucking referee that the state of Florida could have possibly put in a fucking cage.
I mean, he was nice to me.
You're absolutely right. He was nice. He was nice to you when he fucking stood you up after you fucking passed a guard. After you took 2.5 minutes to pass a fucking guard, and then as soon as you get the fucking, you pass, he's like, oh, let's go, stand up. Yeah, he was real nice to you, buddy.
I don't know. I felt like I could have been more also on the ground. I wasn't, like I said, I felt a little bit rusty. Like, I was in half guard. I passed a few times, but I didn't really capitalize too many times. But I think that's, now that that's all out the window, I think I'm ready to open up again and just bring down bombs, man. I got to do the man smash. Shout out to Josh,
Shout out to Josh. So, I gotta bring this up, dude. How long into our bet did you bitch out and start eating meat already?
Homie, we didn't even have a bet.
Bro.
One thing.
Bro.
I just told myself, I've done it before, so I'm not scared.
Okay.
I know I can do it.
How many months into the year? How many months into the year?
About 6 months. I think in about June, I started eating beef again.
Oh, okay. Fucking pussy.
I was like 6 months in. I still haven't drank, so I'm about...
I guarantee you're going to probably do it this weekend.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You sure?
I don't need to drink to have fun.
I've kind of got that same thing, like alcohol takes so much fucking out of me the next day that I'm like, well, it's because it's funny because we've kind of gone hard together, and you know those days afterwards are like fucking brutal.
Yeah, it sets you back like 3 days.
Yeah, you're right, because it's Wednesday before you start feeling a normal again.
Exactly, man. My ritual used to be have a coconut water and some Advil ready, you know, because I know I'm gonna be hurting the next day. But I haven't had that feeling in a long time. So good. So.
Speaking of coconut water, I remember when you got that Coconut One sponsor, and we fucking you just
awesome. How do I get that again?
Man, you just had we just taken coconut water packs from you.
Cases.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
I think it go bad sometimes.
Well, yeah, I mean the pallet they gave you, I don't think you can drink it before when it didn't go bad.
I tried. I was drinking like 3 a day, maybe.
That was your source of water.
I actually have a water sponsor now. Just they deliver water to my door. It's I don't really know the science behind it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like alkaline water.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly it's better for you in some way. I've been drinking it. I mean, I feel good. It could be all in my mind, but I like it. It's good. There's like there's a lot of science behind that stuff, or something like that. But Hydrolyte definitely hooks it up. They give me like 5 gallons every time.
Sorry about that. I was just, oh shit, something is going on here. And we're back. I'm sorry, we're having little fucking technical difficulties.
No worries.
So why did you start eating meat again?
Well, I was getting lightheaded, man, and I think my workouts were so intense, and I just wasn't getting. I've always had like some kind of small iron deficiency, and just taking out red meat, that's where you get the majority of your iron. I mean, I get you can get it from vegetables. I just wasn't eating enough dark green vegetable stuff to get it, like I should have been.
Well,
and I was just like, just to eat meat.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I actually yesterday I went to my endocrinologist, and I had my blood work. He was looking at my blood work, and he asked me, he goes, "You anemic?" And I'm like, "Nah." He goes, "Yeah, your iron levels are kind of low." And I go, "Oh," so there's this thing. I go, "I wasn't eating meat for like the entire first half of the year." And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Yeah, up until like July 4th, I didn't eat meat at all." And he goes, "Oh," he goes, "Don't do that again." That's all he told me. He goes, "Just don't do that again."
Yeah. So, yeah, man, to me, whatever. I'm going to eat meat.
I fucking love meat.
I don't eat pork still.
Why not, dude? That swine is amazing.
I mean, there's not really anything good about pork, to be honest. Like,
yeah, fucking bacon. What the fuck do you mean there's nothing good about pork? Fucking bacon.
Bacon's the only thing. Like, if I can go back and only choose one meat, I'd choose bacon over anything else.
You can get sick of bacon, but it takes. I mean,
No,
it's
you can't get sick of bacon. That's bullshit.
bro.
I'll eat bacon on anything.
Did you have that bacon? Were you the one that told me about that bacon ice cream?
Yeah, it's proven that you can eat bacon even in ice cream and it's gonna be fucking
Well,
good.
it's because of the salt and sweet mix, dumb fuck.
Right. But you can eat anything.
Yeah.
Name one thing that you eat bacon with. I stumped you.
You didn't stump me because I mean, what fucking color is the fucking sky, dude? Like, what kind of dumbass question is that?
You can't eat
You can
anything
eat fucking everything with bacon.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Bacon, you know, Maria got fucking hooked on bacon wrapped asparagus. So when she buys asparagus, and I know that means, hey,
Like,
wrap these fuckers in
vegetables.
bacon.
Just wrap it up in bacon. Wrap that broccoli in bacon. Wrap the asparagus in bacon.
Everything in bacon, yes.
Whatever you gotta do to get it in.
So how's this fucking drive going?
I mean, I've done this drive, I don't know how many times. I think I've been sometimes, like in the last month, maybe month and a half, I've been here on an average of once a week. I've gone there 2 times in a week.
Bro, I know how you feel. That's how I feel between that drive from Orlando to Fort Myers.
Yeah, man. I mean, I need to make a train that I just put my car in, and we drive all the way there. The train stops. I can reverse my car out and have my car go in. How hard can that be to do, damn it? I'd pay.
Actually, I believe Amtrak already does that, buddy.
You put your car on the train.
Yeah, the only reason I know that, and I'll tell you why I know that. I was planning a trip from Miami to Maryland. In Maryland, there's a big Volkswagen meet. It's called Waterfest. No, wait. I'm sorry. That's H2O. I'm sorry. It's called H2O. Is in Maryland. Wait, fuck. Yeah. Anyways, it's one of those fucking big ass Volkswagen shows or whatever, and we're gonna take the fucking train, get off, and then drive to where it was at. And I never actually didn't go, but there was a group of guys from Miami that went, and it was like a couple $100 for the car, and then it's like 2 days on the train. But I believe there's a stop from Miami.
I mean,
it goes from Miami to Stanford. What?
Kind of more expensive than I would want to pay, but that's cool.
Yeah, but you can do it.
Yeah, I guess so. So, man, you've lost so much weight. My mom thought you had gastric bypass surgery.
I think you're full of shit.
I swear to you, my mom thought, hey, so your friend, he had the surgery. I'm like, what friend? And he's like, the one that just had the little baby, the little girl Isabella. And I was like, what, that one? And he's like, that's not nice. I'm like, no, it's cool. Like, we can call it that one. He's cool with that. And she's like, yeah, he lost a lot of weight. Like, you can definitely see the difference. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, he'll really appreciate that. He's been working hard.
Yeah, it was when we were at your fight, right? Everybody's looking at me and everybody's talking to me, and everybody's like, Jesus Christ, you fucking look different. And I really hadn't noticed because I fucking see myself every day, and my wife sees me every day. And let me tell you,
right.
And you know how quick Maria would cut me down. Like,
yeah.
she gives me no credit. So it's not until she says, "Oh shit, damn, you are looking good," that I'm like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is going on?" So
that's working.
Well, thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's fucking. It ain't easy work. It's fucking hard, but I got to do it. And
Yeah,
shit,
man, whatever.
you've seen it.
But
You've
do what you
seen.
gotta
You've seen the amount of times I've ballooned backed up and lost, a bunch of weight, and then fucking, it's been a horrible fucking cycle with me.
make this a lifestyle.
I think now that I have, it's easier because I've always looked at it as a diet and like I said, I think I found something that works for me and makes me feel all right. So every other kind of diet felt like I was fucking abusing myself or whatnot. Like I always felt fucking tortured.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a diet, man. You just gotta eat healthy, and there's no such thing as a fucking cookie a day or specialties or all that bullshit that people try to sell you. You know, man, like those are short-term fixes that aren't gonna last. You need a complete life change, and that's what you're doing. And it's a slower process, but it's gonna last longer.
That's true. Well, that's one thing that people don't remember about gastric bypass surgery is how many people actually have it and then kind of balloon back up. Yo, we lost you?
Okay, sorry. My brother, he had the surgery, and he lost a lot of weight. He got really sick from the whole thing. It's not an easy surgery. He had a hard time recovering from that.
Well, I mean, it's you fucking taking a
lost a
huge
lot.
part of your body apart. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know. I mean, I understand why some people do it for sure. Like some people are like, hey man, like you got like 3 months to live if you don't change. So that kind of condition I understand. But if you're able to move around and exercise and have time to change your life, living the way you eat, then give it a try. Don't take the easy way out.
Well, I mean, and I don't say it's even people who are very, very, very fat. If you've kind of watched those shows, they always make them kind of lose weight. And all they got to stop doing is eating 5 of the 30 fucking cheeseburgers they eat a day, and they probably would fucking lose some weight.
I mean, yeah and no. I think what happens too is a lot of people just in America, for sure, is that we're not active people. They go to work, they wake up, they get something fast to eat, they go to work, they sit in a desk all day, they get something fast to eat for lunch, they come home, they're tired, they don't want to do anything, they sit on the couch, they watch TV, they get something, and it's just a cycle of that over and over again. Then, next thing you know, you gained, 50, 60 pounds. You're like, what happened?
So how did they sell us that that what you just said is the American dream versus what you get to do, train all fucking day, teach a couple martial arts classes, and live a comfortable life?
What was that?
So, many Americans we're led to believe that working a 9 to 5 job or working, Monday through Friday, 8 or 9 hours a day, you come home, you fucking eat, you watch TV and you go to sleep and you do that shit all over again. And, you just live in that fucking vicious cycle. And versus, a guy like you who trains, 5 times or 5 days a week, you teach a couple of martial arts classes and you live, happy and comfortable and,
Definitely, I was blessed with a lot of things. I had a lot of people help me and look out for me throughout my career. But there was times when I was going to school full time, then coming out to teach my kids' classes and get to train a few hours at night, and then from there having to go work downtown till 3 in the morning and like doing the same thing all over again the next day, you know. And I was just like, man, like I know I want to be able to enjoy my life and enjoy my days, but I never want to be trapped. And I know people who wake up at 6 a.m. and they go to work and they're at work all day, you know, come back late and do the same thing over and over again every day. And they're going to do the same thing over and over again every day to the day they retire, you know. But, you know, I guess everyone has different priorities, I guess, you know. But mine is like, man, I get to see my kids grow up. I feed them breakfast every day. I, you know, play with them. I'll watch TV and new movies with them. I think I've seen Maui like 100 times with them already. Moana.
I was going to say Maui. What the fuck?
No. Maui is a character in Moana. But, I mean, you know what I mean? So I'm enjoying them. I'm getting to see them grow up. So it's fun. But I don't know. I guess it's all up to you. It's living within your means and doing what's important. You know, when my best friend passed away, I remember thinking like, man, like everything he saved, all I was working for what? You know, if you can't use it anymore. Like everything could be gone in an instant. So,
wow.
Be smart with it, but you know, you can't be afraid to live a little bit. Live it a little bit less and enjoy your time.
I've kind of done that with moving from, you know, away from everybody. You know the group of friends we had in Orlando and stuff, and in time, you know, being away from everybody, I've kind of had to separate, obviously, but it's given me time apart and like time to stay home and not go out all the time. And I know, man, if I don't go out so much, I don't really have to, you know, it's not like I have to put in so many hours at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's because of the want. You know, if you want a nicer car, you're going to have to do a little bit more work in it. Once you get that nicer car, now you got to make the payments. If you get the bigger house, now you have to make the payments on that. And, you know, a lot of people say, I'm just going to do it for a little bit, but you start living like that, you know, a lavish lifestyle, and you have to keep working to support that lavish lifestyle. And the moment you stop, you know, if you aren't smart with your money, then you're going to have problems trying to keep up with that.
Yep. I completely, I'm sitting here thinking about it because it's so crazy. You know, everything's made for us to be consumers, and we're just always like it. It makes you feel bad if you're not buying, if you're not consuming all the time. You know what I mean?
God, everything, every single thing is money. It's ridiculous stuff that we spend on. You know, I think what really got me too is when I started fighting in the Middle East. I remember one time we were driving to some radio interview or something, and I saw a boy on the side of the road. You know, there's desert everywhere. I don't even know where this boy came from. And he was on the side of the road in just like a piece of cloth, and he had a few eggs. And he was selling eggs out of the road, you know, with nothing. And I'm like, man, you know, this kid, if he sold one egg, you know, I'm sure he'll be happy. He'll make it last for a week. You know, and we're just throwing money away on the dumbest thing.
All the time. I've kind of been able to stop my Amazon addiction because there was a while there, man, I was getting packages like every fucking day, and it was ridiculous, and there's no need. Well, part of it is actually stuff that I'm actually using right this very instant to make this podcast. However, you know, that's just part of everything that ever came in there. I'm actually going through a phase, Jim, and I think I'm gonna sell all my comic books.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I used to buy comic books a lot, and then it's online now. And to me, it wasn't about collecting these comic books because I thought I'd make money from them or anything. I used to buy comic books because I just genuinely like to read them, and now they're online and stuff. So it's harder to be like, all right, I'm gonna go buy a comic book where I can just go to like Hello Comics or whatever and read them for free.
Yeah, and it's the whole thing. Like the things you own end up owning you, and it's like now I have to, because I have this thing, I have to buy a bigger house or I have to get a bigger space because I have all these things.
Right.
So, like, I'm probably gonna get rid of that. And most of my toys, get rid of those.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few things. Like, I haven't played my Xbox in months. I don't remember the last time. When I come home, I guess, I want to just spend time with the family for the most part. I don't want to be in front of even if we're just all watching a movie or something together, that's better than me tucked away in a room playing Xbox or something,
Yeah. Hell, it's so crazy that if I could talk Maria into doing a larger tiny house, I would.
A larger tiny house?
Yeah, something that's like it's not a tiny house because it's a larger tiny house because it's not technically on wheels, so you can't just, and it's a little bit bigger than just the ones on that are like trailer beds and that are mobile. Fucking live 4 people out of 800 square feet.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy, but like, there's so much, man. I'm just looking at the shit that I spend money on, and then I'm like, man, I just need to start getting rid of things because I won't spend the fucking money on it. But I'll find things to spend money on regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I get it too. If you're gonna work hard and work for it, and you have it, you might as well, you might as well spend it. If you're gonna work hard for it, but I don't know, like I said, it's different priorities. If you're gonna work hard and that's what you like, if you like to buy things, if you like to live a lifestyle like that, then do it. Do it to the fullest. But some people I don't know, just have time to go to the beach, go to a park, and do that. While there's still sunlight outside, it's that. So everyone has different priorities. I get it. Mine are, be with my kids, teach jiu-jitsu, travel. So I mean, you got to make some money. You got to travel.
Where's the next place you want to go? You want to travel to?
Well, I'm going to Vegas today. I mean, I've been there before. I mean, tomorrow. Been there a few times. Fun. I'm going to Tennessee at the end of this month, to Nashville, and then Alabama for a little bit, and then from there when I come back.
Are you going to Tennessee to see the fucking eclipse or what?
To see what?
The eclipse?
The eclipse? What are you talking about?
Oh my God! There's a solar eclipse happening. I think at the end of this month, and it's only going to be visible. It's like this diagonal portion from somewhere from like Oregon to Atlanta type of thing, like a 60-mile stretch from there, and that's how
Right.
the line is. So I think you can see it in parts of Tennessee and whatever. So that's why I was asking. I didn't know if that's what you were going up there for.
I mean, I'll check it out for sure. I don't remember. I'm definitely not going there. I'm going there for. What I love about about fighting and about my job is that like I get to travel and also see the world, see my country while I'm doing it. Maybe one or 2 days there. When after I would fight, I would spend like another week or two and travel, see where I'm at. So after Tennessee and Alabama, I'm actually going to an Auburn game, my first ever Auburn game.
What? No, is it your first ever college football game?
I mean, I've been to some. I've been to a couple of UM games and FSU games. So
Oh, that's right.
But after that, I'm going to Cuba. I'm going on a cruise to Cuba before it gets shut down.
Motherfucker, you just planned out like a month, and every fucking week you're somewhere else. Do you ever fucking work? That's all vacations.
No, I'm not on vacation. So this one's a vacation, I guess. It's bachelor party this weekend. Short 3 days.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should be going there with you guys, but the new baby and shit.
And then Tennessee is work. I'm gonna go do like some seminars over there. And then Cuba's vacation.
I know, because we had talked about Cuba before when we still had our bet apparently, or our phony bet, and you were like, "Listen, man, I might break it for Cuba because I got to eat pork in Cuba." Because you said, what was it you said? You remember?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? No, you said that your wife said that you guys need to eat pork in fucking Cuba.
I mean, I don't think I will. We'll see. I don't think so, though. And then my plan is to fight again in October. I want to fight overseas. I'm trying to fight overseas.
Yo, can I go to can you get a fight in Japan, and can I go with you?
That's the plan, man. Like, I would really want to fight in Japan. That's been a goal of mine for years. I would love to fight in Japan, and then maybe get one more fight. I want to fight 2 more times at the end of the year. Get my 20th fight. I have 18 professional fights now. Get my 20th fight by the end of the year.
October. So what do you think? You fight in October, February?
I'm thinking October and then late December.
Oh, shit.
I want to stay ready.
Oh, fuck. Would you want to go somewhere else, or would you want to fight here in the States?
No, I want to travel. As every fight I can, I would like to travel.
Why the fuck haven't you defended your Cage Warriors belt?
I mean, I had to give it up when I went to UFC.
You gave it up. You gave it up to somebody who never beat you for it. So
Right, and then some other guy had it, and then he went to UFC, and then another guy had it who was trying to make like an ex-Conor McGregor, but he lost it. And I personally think he's just afraid to fight me or any other tough opponent. So I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to go over there and get my title back, but
yeah, what the fuck, Cage Warriors? Get this man his title back. Sorry. I'm sorry, I won't. Yeah, don't say anything fucking negative, buddy. You stay looking pretty.
but I mean, I don't know. That's my goal is just travel and fight and see the world, man. See the world.
Yeah, I'd go to Japan because I recently found out that a bigger dude like me is fucking would clean up nice in Japan, and to walk around and feel like
Giant?
Well, yeah, it would kind of be fucking, knowing all the chicks were digging in you, and I'd be like, fuck yeah, and just walk out. That feeling I've never had, but I think that'd be kind of cool.
So that people, that feeling you never had of what? Of people checking you out?
Yeah, that one.
People like thinking like, wow, look at this guy.
Exactly, like, damn, look at that fucking fat boy. I'm gonna fucking tear that ass up. Obviously, that's a chick talking, not.
Right, I get it.
Yeah, you didn't just make that fucking awkward, Jim. Yeah, I get it.
I get it, sure. Damn, I'm hungry. It's really good fighting at 155 now, man. Like, this diet was easy. Nothing, man. I felt good. I felt strong.
You think you're gonna stay at 55?
I think I'm going to stay at 55 for sure. I mean, as long as I'm winning 4-0 now at 55, I think that's really good. But yeah, I'm going to keep that up.
That's there's a bunch of fighters going up in weight, and I think that's a good move.
Yeah, I mean, it's healthier, and I can find a lot of guys who fight at 45 and 55 anyway. So.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are interchangeable. Which cut to 45 was your hardest? I know not every cut wasn't the same, correct?
Right. I mean, I had two that were pretty bad. I think the first time I flew overseas to fight, I flew to Bahrain, and I had a pretty bad week cut. I just overheated. I was doing stupid things, like trying to cut weight that last week. And then my first fight before the UFC, the timing and everything, was so wrong. I thought I had till 5 o'clock for the weigh-in, but the weigh-ins were at 5 o'clock, and they wanted us ready by like 2 o'clock. And I didn't know that, so we were getting on the bus, and I still had like 3 pounds to cut. So, get on the bus, and I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? I have a sauna suit on then. And we get there. The weigh-ins were on a beach in Abu Dhabi, and it's like 110 degrees. So I'm literally running behind the stage while they're, hyping up the crowd, calling out other fighters. And maybe like 2 minutes before they call my name, I take my sauna suit off, and I'm like, whatever, man. Whatever I weigh is whatever I weigh. I'll get a second chance. If I run out of weight, I'll get 2 hours to make it. But I made it, man. I lost 3 pounds in like however long it took me from us leaving the hotel till they called my name.
Well, you were fucking in Abu Dhabi on the beach in a sauna suit.
Yeah, God, that was hot.
Yo, how fucking bad was it to even fight that night?
The next night, I felt good. I fought 3 rounds. I felt good. I felt stronger, and I started slow, I remember, but I came back the second and third round, and it felt good.
So you didn't? It didn't feel too hot. Like, I'm just temperature wise.
No, it didn't feel too hot. The arena was outside, also.
Yeah, it was fucking open air.
I mean, we live in Florida, man. The humidity is horrible.
Bro, there's when we were over there at the gym in Oviedo, that fucking place is a hot box. And you're absolutely right. Yeah, fucking geese just would stick to you because they're fucking so. But the problem is, like when I've done class here in Fort Myers, it's been in air conditioning, and I'll tell you what, the one time I went back last a couple weeks ago, I fucking about died.
Yeah, I went back and I did Yogi, and I just couldn't believe how sweaty I got. But it's kind of the same way in Miami, but I guess the area that we were training on in Tan is so small.
It's so small. There's no fucking air circulation whatsoever, even if the garage doors are open.
But I mean, it's fun though. It's fun training.
Fuck yeah.
If you can train in that, you can train in anything.
Yep. Are you gonna continue ducking me, or are you gonna fucking train with me finally?
I mean, lose 50 more pounds.
No, fuck you, 50 more pounds. You see, here's the problem with your fucking logic. You've already grappled with me when I've been fucking 60 pounds heavier. So so now I'm fucking 60 pounds lighter.
That's when I was in the gym. I'm 30 years old now. I've had 2 major surgeries in 3 years. I'm not trying to get hurt anymore. I'm just training smart.
Okay, I'm 34 years old, and I've had 3 major surgeries in 4 years. Eat a dick.
Yeah. Look what happened, man. You gotta stop fighting smaller people. I gotta stop fighting bigger people. Smaller people are too fast for you, and bigger people are too big for me.
Bro, these little guys have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do to them when I'm getting these lighter weight divisions.
When you get in the lighter weight division?
When I get in these lighter weight divisions, I am going to fuck some people up.
I mean, don't get too small, man. Okay, what's your goal, please?
Goal 205.
All right, that's good. I would like to be like 200 pounds one day. After I'm done fighting, like 200 pounds, and that's just like possible.
You fucking 200 pounds. You fucking. Yeah, I've seen you 190 before.
But fat. I was 190 like with a beer gut.
You had a little bit of beer gut, but you weren't training right then, right? No, because that was after the other surgery. That was after the shoulder one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hadn't been training. That's why you got so fat. And we were drinking a lot back then too.
Drinking, eating, the whole nine yards, man.
Bro.
That's the thing, yeah, it's hard to always be in camp and fighting, but you know what? The top guys, they do it, and I really got to start trying to be like that. Just always be ready all the time, like I said.
And that means you got to stay around, what, 165? More than 170?
No, I really believe I can stay around 170 and I can make weight in 2 days. He's less than 2 days, man. I walk around maybe 175, so that'd be 20 pounds. If I sit around 170 always, I think I can make weight anytime. Just usually on a day's notice.
Fuck. That's so crazy to me. 20 pounds in 2 days.
I mean, I could do it if I needed to, but I don't want to do it. For sure, I don't want to. I usually lose about 10 pounds in 24 hours.
Just
so
in fucking.
Like 155 now.
Well, I guess, and that's why that cut to 45 was so much harder.
Exactly.
Damn. There was something else I was gonna fucking ask you. You had the But I wasn't gonna ask you your favorite ice cream.
My favorite candy bar is Reese's peanut butter cup.
No, bitch, I thought it was the White Lion.
Oh, you mean the crunch bar?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't get to eat that all the time because it's a European candy, but yeah, the White Lion crunch bar. That one.
You know, you remember I fucking stole that one from you.
Yeah, I know. We had an argument.
And I never fucking ate it like a gentleman.
Yeah, that was nice. I would have ate yours.
But I didn't have one.
If you had one, I'm not gonna lie, I would have ate it.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, I know. But that's why I ate your shrimp that one day.
I'd have been like, fucking nigga, need one.
How pissed off were you when I walked into the fucking restaurant? I walked in the restaurant, you guys were eating, just sat down, fucking plucked the shrimp out of your soup, and walked right the fuck back out.
That was pretty thick. I
Oh,
was like, here's that one eating my food. Asshole.
are you? Come on, you don't think you don't deserve that?
You gotta hide my food around you.
Oh yeah, did you hear how you made the fucking the Fat Boy intro?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, you lying sack of shit. Oh, and you're such a good friend, by the way. Either you're a lying sack of shit or you're a fucking amazing friend. What is it? What an amazing friend.
I'm an amazing friend.
Yeah. So where you guys, what hotel you guys staying at in Vegas?
I think we're doing the MGM this time.
You think you forgot where you booked?
I didn't book it. I'm just going.
Are you?
I put that all in Mitchell, so we could have one room, maybe she could have the wrong days. Who knows?
Bro, I don't know. I don't understand how you guys trust Mitchell to book you a room after he booked you and Casey that room in Tallahassee.
The one that had like the
Bro. Yeah. Tell everybody about that room in Tallahassee.
So we walk into this room. The bed sheets are not made. There's blood on the pillows. There's beer cans everywhere. It smells like smoke. Blood on the carpet. I legit thought someone killed it there or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Oh.
And then they moved to another room, which wasn't much better. There was like prostitutes or something going in and out of this other room all night long, not screaming on their door right across from us. It was something.
Yeah, and then this is the guy you let book your room in Vegas.
I mean, whatever. I trust him.
We'll be in it together.
I have this thing I want to do one day. I think we can do it. Me and Mitchell were down for it. Everyone else was bougie and wanted a room, but we believe that you can go to Vegas and not have a room and be good. So we thought, you could go to Vegas, right? And take what you're gonna wear in a backpack. If you have a luggage with more stuff, then whatever. You can leave your luggage at any hotel, right at the front desk. Like, hey, I'm gonna leave this here. I think it's like a $10 fee, or you tip them. I don't remember, but you can just leave it there and they'll take care of it. So you can take a small backpack with a thing of clothes or whatever for the day, and go around. Go do whatever you're gonna do, gamble, pool parties, whatever. Come back towards the end of the day. You can't. You don't really need to sleep in Vegas. What do you sleep? Like an hour or two?
You just need enough sleep to get the next line to keep going. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right,
Just joking about that line, about that next bump.
Wait, what?
What? Nothing. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's Vegas. Nothing. Never mind.
So, you so what we said, if you do get tired, you go to one of the spas. Every hotel has a nice ass spa. It's like $20, $25. Nothing crazy. You go in there. They have like little lounge chairs. It's dark. There's TVs. There's like chocolate covered strawberries, and some of them there's like things to eat. You can go and you can shave, use a sauna, take a bath, and maybe get like an hour of rest in there, and then come out and keep going. I really don't think a bed.
Okay, but here's the thing: how many people do you think you can effectively do this with?
I think I can do it with like 4 people.
You think 4 people can do it? I'm down to do it. Bro. And it's funny because you and I, we're kind of the same because we can do some shit like this. Our wives ain't down for shit like this.
No. That has to be like stick with your boys. Stick with your boys. Like screw it. Let's save money. Let's do that. Which reminds me, I have to see. I don't know what these guys want to do. I don't know how I know they want to go ATVing in the desert. They want to go shoot guns. They want to go to a pool party, and then I guess also do something at night.
Yeah, our boy, he's not the want to go to a club type of a dude.
No, but they said they want to do that. That's what you said, I think.
Fuck, and I'm like, damn it, I was kind of okay not have gone if, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to miss much because we won't, damn it. That's my fucking, I love going to fucking strip clubs. Yo, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. Now you can. Yeah, now I'm kind of down that I'm not going to be able to go.
You still can do it, man. I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Like going to Vegas, spending a bunch of money, and then coming home to lose half of my shit ain't worth it to me. Like, I'm talking half. Maybe even more. Bless you.
But, anyways, let me concentrate on this drive. It's been fun. I think I'm almost there, so I gotta look up how to get to Bishop's house again. I still don't know how to do it by heart.
Oh my God, you'd be lost. Fucking, if that phone ever died on you on the way there, you wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
I don't have anybody's phone number memorized, nothing, obviously.
Yeah, I just showed you that picture you gave me a while ago of your people's fucking phone numbers on it. So, all right, Jim, thanks for coming on the podcast, and drive safe and have fun in Vegas, bud.
All right, that's good. Thank you.
All right,
bye.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Fat Boy Podcast. Have a nice day.